hello, hello. I didn't tell anybody I was going live. You're late. I'm late. What am I late for? I know. I'm always late. Me too. I know. I think it's the story of our lives. How is Samara today? Am I heading to New Jersey? No, you were heading to me. You were coming to swim in my pool. Mind you, so I decide today it's 90 degrees with the humidity, and I get in the pool, want to get my tan on, and what happens? A cloud comes and never leaves, and it was freezing. So I get out of the pool, and I'm like, well, I'll go do errands. I get out of the pool, and guess what? The sun is back. I just think I'm not meant to be in the pool today. But by the time I get home, it's going to be too late. I got to start dinner. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. My stepmom is back in the hospital. But it has nothing to do with her heart, which is good. Now she's got something else going on. A little TMI, so I'll leave that out. But she's got something else going on. So she's back in the hospital, but at least she's not an hour and a half away. She's at a different hospital, which is like 20 minutes away. So that's good. Sorry, I gotta block that out. Okay. You guys would have saw I was. So yeah. So that's kind of stressful. My husband, he is out of work. He got hurt. And so he's been out of work for like 2 weeks now with no going back in sight. But what the stressful part is he got hurt at work. He claimed obviously workman's comp again, and the last time we dealt with workman's comp, it took forever to get any of his check, right? Well, we're in the same boat. We're going on almost 3 weeks. We can't get a hold of anybody. Every time I call to talk to the lady, every time he calls to talk to the lady, it just rings and rings and rings and goes to voicemail. We've been calling since Monday, and we call all different times, and nobody answers. So I think she's on vacation. Jenna and Samara just drive by my house. I can't read all of that, Marsha. So that's kind of stressful, it just kind of sucks. I mean, I'm still working and stuff, which is good, and he's going crazy at home because my husband has to always be doing something. He's not one to just sit, and he has to sit. Like, he can't mow the lawn. He hurt his hand. He basically broke his hand, and it's his dominant hand, so they won't let him he can't really do anything. So, like, catching up on chores at home, he can't even do. So, hey, Truth Seeker Knows, good to see you. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. But I don't come around much. YouTube is like, I don't know. I just feel like I never can get on anymore. I guess part of it's a good thing, but I miss you guys. I don't miss all the crazy drama, but I miss you guys. I miss me going live and shooting chit chatting with you guys. I miss doing that, and I miss seeing you guys all in my live. But by the time I get to sit down to even remotely think about going live, I'm asleep. It's like bedtime. So, and lately, because my husband's been out of work, I usually this is kind of like my free time when I go and do errands and stuff. It's like my time, nobody's around, everybody's home. Well, lately, because my husband's been home, he's been like my co-pilot for all my errands. So I'm not going to go live while he's in the car. So that's why I haven't done, errand chit chat with you guys. But I hope everybody else is doing good. Oh, I know, we've missed you, Marsha. We miss you. I hope you're doing well. So I like in the morning when I get out of work, I'll catch like a few minutes of Carla's live. And actually I went on panel today because she was live a little longer than usual. So I was able to go up on panel with her, which was nice. We talked about all kinds of things. Because yesterday I had a bear in my yard. My granddaughter was on the play structure that we have for her, and she was swinging, and me and my daughter were outside, and we were talking, and all of a sudden we turned to look to see what my granddaughter was doing, and behind her, not right behind her, but it's like my neighbor, but we share a backyard. So I'd say maybe 10 feet away, there was a bear just standing there watching her swing. It was a young bear, but my daughter never moved so fast to get Ava out of the swing. And thank God where we have the swing, it's really close to a door for our house. So we got her inside. I mean, it was scary because the baby was so close to the bear, but at the same time, it was really cool to see the bear. But as soon as we grabbed the baby to move inside, the bear ran into the woods. Because I tried to come out to snap a picture, because I know you guys have been dying to see my bears that visit us quite often. And by the time I came back out with my phone, the bear was gone. But my neighbors have seen them a lot lately, but I haven't. This is the first time. Is that a mountain? Yes, it is a mountain. I won't say what the mountain is, but people do hike it. It's got hiking trail. Sorry, had to block that one too. But yeah, it's really pretty here. Let me turn you this way. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. No. But yes, I have mountains. But everybody hikes this mountain. It's a very popular mountain around here. I haven't hiked it yet this year. But we haven't been able to do anything lately because all it's done is rain. That's all it's done for like a week and a half. This is, I think, the first day that it hasn't rained. Like my pool is even overflowing with water just because it's all rainwater. It has not rained there. Oh, Samara, I don't know how you've missed it. All it's done is rain. Like, don't get me wrong, I know we need rain for like the crop people and stuff like that, and rain is good for us anyways, but a week and a half of nonstop rain? No, thank you. No, thank you. I love deer. Yeah, we don't see many deer in my area. I mean, we do in the morning, like when I drive to work or my husband drives to work. We see deer all the time, but they don't usually come in my woods much. We get bears, rabbits, turtles, coyotes, and foxes. I always see them. Yeah, I bet you do. I don't know how those deers do that though. I don't know how they stand on the side of the highway like that. It's like, don't you guys feel the cars? Aren't you supposed to be scared? Yes, we have coyotes. Yeah, coyotes are scary. There was one morning I was getting up for work. Now, mind you, I get up at like 2 in the morning. I'm out the door anywhere between 3 and 3:20. One morning, I got up and I opened up my door. Now, mind you, I live in the woods. There's no street lights, nothing. I'm in the dead of the woods. Like, my road is a dead end road. It's like I'm renting. I always tell my husband it feels like I'm renting a cottage at a campground because it's so quiet, which I love. But I went out the door and all of a sudden I heard this screech. I can't even explain this screech. It scared me. So I closed the door and I went in and I woke up my husband and I said, I just heard this screech that I can't even explain, and there's no way I'm walking to the car by myself. So you have to get up and you have to come on the porch and make sure that I'm okay. So he made me explain the noise, and I did, and he said it was a fox. A female fox, and that's her mating call. That's for her to call the men over. And I'm like, what kind of scream is that would turn anybody on? I swear, because it was so loud. Hey, Carla, it's storming here. You can keep it. We've had enough rain. I'm hoping it's nice this weekend because I want to go to the flea market. We have a flea market about 20 minutes from us. I was talking about it on Carlos today, and we haven't gone because it's been raining. So I want to go this weekend. I love flea markets. I love finding somebody else's trash because their trash that they're trying to get rid of is my treasure. You know how they say another man's trash is another man's treasure. Mind you, I don't need anything. My husband tells me all the time, why do you need that? We have enough SHIT. Does anybody have any plans this weekend? I love free markets, yard sales. I love yard sales too. But the only thing I don't like about yard sales around here is they're so far and in between, and most of the places that you go, I just don't like parking on the side of the road. These roads are too small for us. Any roads anywhere near this area. Sorry, gotta block you again. Hold on. Okay. Yes, you are taking the kids to the water park. That's gonna be so much fun, Carla. I so want to do that with the grandkids because today in the pool, my granddaughter is 3. And all of a sudden today, now mind you, she knows how to float on her back. She knows how to doggy paddle, but she's never gone underwater. It's like, little kids, they fear going underwater. Well, today, all of a sudden, out of the blue, she went underwater and swam underwater, and we were so proud of her. And I think what it was is last weekend we had family over. Now, mind you, it rained, but kids don't care about that. So there was a bunch of kids, older kids, my granddaughter's cousins, that wanted to go swimming. And of course, we were like, it's raining, and they're like, who cares? It's still warm out. We're like, fine, you want to go in the water, you can. So they go into the pool, and all of them were like swimming underwater. They were like jumping underwater. So I think watching them, she was like, I can do that. They're not scared. I'm not going to be scared. I got to run into the stoa. You guys will have to bear with me for a second. I'll be right back. You guys watch my car. Make sure nobody steals it. I'll be right back. Who's that guy? I have no clue. I don't know who that girl is either, or that guy. I'll be right back. Watch my car. Okay, I'm back. I'm sure you guys. Oh, my hair. Oh, you guys could see me? Yes, I know. My hair is long. It is super long. I actually just trimmed it, too. I took like 3 inches off because it was all just dead ends. And you know how, like, when your hair gets dead ends, it's all crunchy, and it needed to be cut. And plus, it grows when you trim it. Now, mind you, I don't trim it nearly as much as I should. But I just had it trimmed. I just took off 3 inches. Because right before I cut it, it was to my butt. But it needed to be cut. Yeah, it's quick. That's the cigarette store. That's where I drive to get my cigarettes. I go out of my state to a different state. Now, mind you, the state that I go to is not that far. It's like 35 minutes, 40 minutes to my house. But we go to a different state because they don't do tax, and it's cheaper. So I drive there to get cigarettes because in my state, I know I should quit. I really need to. It's not good for me. I know. But in my state, they're like $12 or more for a pack of cigarettes. It's insane. Like 2 packs of cigarettes cost me like $22. It's crazy. But when I come up here, it's like probably $3 less. $2.50, $3 less. It's not much, but it's enough. And right now, with my husband being out of work and everything like that, every dollar I can save, I'm all about it. I've even been doing coupons. I haven't done couponing in so long. I used to be really an avid couponer. On Sundays, I would go to the store and I would get the newspapers and I'd go through and I would clip coupons. Now, mind you, I wasn't like as gung-ho as Honey, who is it? Honey Boo Boo. You know that TV show? The woman that, Mama June? She was a big time couponer when that show first came out. I'm not like that, but I do like my coupons. And I sign up for like every store has like this, you give them your email and you get coupons. I do that too. Philly, I can't say. Holy hell, holy. Did you just write Samara? Oh, you put exclamation points. You're lucky. I was going to say Samara. I so need to quit, but my husband, I would love for him to quit because I'm more of like a stress smoker. I'm more of a social smoker. I can go hours without a cigarette. Sometimes I can go all day without a cigarette. It doesn't bother me. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he worries me. And I tell him all the time. Now, mind you, he looks at me like, you're a hypocrite because here you are with a cigarette and you're telling me to quit. But my husband has to have a cigarette. Thank God we don't smoke in our house, because if we did, I think it would be worse. But my husband has to, everything he does, he has to have a cigarette. And if he's even remotely bored, that is his entertainment. And I've noticed with him being out of work, he has smoked so much more because he's bored. He can't do anything. He's just sitting around and all he's doing is smoking, and it's crazy. And I tell him all the time, he needs to quit because I need him around for a very long time. It was 112? No, thank you. Do you have humidity though? When it gets that hot, do you guys have the humidity? Because, yeah, it's only like 90 degrees here, but like people that I know live in Florida, they come up to visit family and stuff, and they say that here is hotter than down in Florida, because Florida is like a dry heat. Here, they say the humidity kills them. And that's what we have the worst of, is the humidity. Like, I think we're at 70% humidity today. So it feels like, it might be 90, but it feels like 110 just because of the humidity. So I don't know who that was who said it was 112, but do you guys get the humidity there? No humidity. I'm wondering if I could deal with it then, because that's what seems to bother me the most, is the humidity, not the heat. I love the sun. I love sitting out in the sun. I love the warmth of the sun, but the humidity, it's so, I don't know. It just, takes your breath away, I guess would be the word, maybe. I don't know. It just feels like you can't breathe. Florida is not dry. What are they smoking? I have no idea. I don't think they say dry. I don't remember the words they said, but they said it's different. They seem like they say when they come up here, they're hotter than in Florida because they don't have the humidity like we do. I've missed you guys. It's so nice seeing everybody chit chat. I'm waiting to see cows. We might see horses. I have a horse farm right down the road from me. I've never brought you guys there. I should. I don't think you'll see cows. I'm trying to think. Do we have any cows on my way? I don't think I do. You need to do this more often? I know. I miss all of you guys. Your state stinks. But I have a pool. You're going to have to come visit. I'm telling you. You're not that far. I drive by your state all the time when I go to Delaware, but I haven't gone to Delaware in a while. My mom actually just came back from Delaware. She ended up going to Cape May. And I don't know if anybody has gone to Cape May, but if you haven't, it's beautiful. Beautiful in Cape May. Good place to get a cottage, go to the ocean, camp. Cape May is the bestest ever. We take the ferry over. We wanted to one year, but I didn't know they card you, I guess, to get on the ferry to go to Cape May, because we were camping and the whole family wanted to go to Cape May for the day. And we were going to take the ferry and make a day of it. But two people didn't bring their ID and we couldn't go. We couldn't go on the ferry. I didn't know why would the ferry ID you? Anybody know that answer? You used to date one of the guys that drove the ferry? That's cool. What time do you leave, Carla? Tomorrow or tonight? What day do you leave to go on your water park adventure? Do you leave tonight when your husband gets home, or are you guys leaving tomorrow morning? Oh, that makes sense. In case somebody falls out, that makes sense. Where they need to know the number of people. Brown Eyed Girl, so good to see you. I just left. I just left there. I just left there. I hope your doggy's doing good. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, so I haven't caught any of your videos or any of your lives. But I hope your doggy's doing well with all the heat, and well, it's been raining, but I hope he's doing well. They love their car rides with their mama, that's for sure. Yep, I'm on the other end of New Hampshire because I just went and got cigarettes because it's cheaper. Hey, British Chippy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. How is British Chippy today? He's okay? Oh, good. I keep praying for him. He's such a sweet boy. And Jack, he's so cute. He's such a good little brother. Yeah, so that's it for my plans for the weekend. Like I said, just hope there's no rain, kind of laying low this weekend. Hopefully doing the flea market if it doesn't rain. Other than that, not much. Oh, I have to say the best part of summer. I mentioned this earlier today. The best part of summer is farm stands. I stopped at a farm stand yesterday and I got sweet corn, corn on the cob, and it was the best corn I think I've ever eaten. It was so good. So good. And I got a bunch of fresh vegetables, so I had salad last night and corn on the cob. Everybody else had something else, they had the salad and the corn, but that's all I had, and it was so good. Nothing's better than fresh vegetables from a farm. What? Live that? Live what? I missed it. Love that, yes. I was like, live what? I'm so glad you guys are along for the ride. It's not much of a scenery. I mean, it is pretty, but it's not exciting. Hold on, I gotta block you again. I don't need you to know where I'm going. No offense, but I know, fat fingers. Only way you can look at the stop sign. I burnt my finger, my ring finger at work. So I had a huge blister on my wedding finger. And so I had to take my rings off and let it heal. I felt so naked. I've had my wedding ring on for 20, almost going on 20 years. In September, it will be 20 years. And I felt so naked. So I gave my wedding band to my husband and I said, put this somewhere until my burn heals. So today, before I left, I asked him for my wedding band, and he was so cute because he pulled it out of the drawer and he got back down on his knee and put it back on my finger. It was so cute. I was like, oh, you just melted my heart. It was so sweet. I was like, what do you want? You must want something. You're being sweet, too sweet. My husband's always sweet, but usually when he's overly sweet, it's because he did something. Because one time he was nice to me for like a week. And I was like, why are you being so extra sweet to me? And he just kept smirking at me. No reason. So then Friday came along and he was like, I got to talk to you about something. I was like, I knew it. And what happened was on Monday, he got a speeding ticket in this. Oh, I lost you for a second. Am I back? I went down in my back. Yep, okay. This mountain is called Rattlesnake Mountain. Now, mind you, we have no rattlesnakes here. You can see that mountain off into the distance. It's called Rattlesnake Mountain. Now, mind you, we have no rattlesnakes, so why it's called Rattlesnake Mountain, I have no idea. But I've climbed that one, and let me tell you, the view is amazing. Amazing. The one mountain I haven't climbed that's kind of famous around here is Mount Monadnock. It's up in New Hampshire. I've never walked that, but people said it's beautiful up there. Hey, Josie. Jonice, it's so good to see you. How are you? Hello from South Africa. Welcome. All you great people in here. Warms my heart. I'm telling you, I have the best people that come in and say hi to me. I love it. You guys are all so nice and so kind. And you guys don't come in bringing in unnecessary drama. You know, we can just come in and you guys watch my scenery and we talk about whatever comes into my brain. And it's a nice, chill stream. And I just like that. I think there's way too many streams that do drama where we don't need another one. So I like doing it this way. It's less stressful. People aren't on edge. Everybody can come in. Everybody gets along. And we just chit chat. It's great. I've been trying to keep up with the Summer Wells case. And then yesterday I caught a little bit of Molly's live. She had that Xavier Harrison, not the mother, because mind you, the mother don't give two squats where her son is, from what I've gathered, from what everybody else says. Now, I don't know if it's that she don't give a squat or if she's just being smart by not being all over the media, because 90% of the time people judge you. I mean, look at Summer Wells's case, you know. It's just sad, you know. So I don't know if it's not that she doesn't care or if she does. But the way people have talked about this case, the mother doesn't give a squat. And so yesterday they had a hearing. So this woman that is basically Xavier's best friend's mom is the one that called 911 to report him missing. The mother didn't even call 911. She called 911 and reported him missing. But they're close to another case. I can't remember the girl's name. But there was a hearing yesterday at the courthouse, and this woman lives really, really close to the courthouse. Like, literally, she walked to the courthouse. And they were talking about this guy that they're thinking is involved in this little girl's disappearance, or this girl's disappearance. And he was also at the home of Xavier the night Xavier went missing. So they brought up Xavier at this trial, and the prosecution was basically, they didn't care. The state did not care. They were like, if you want to investigate, go ahead. It's on your dime. we're not doing anything, we're not giving you the okay to do it, blah, blah, blah. It was horrible, horrible. But she ended up talking to all the news crews to keep Xavier's name out there. But what I found interesting is it's in Ohio, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say Ohio. But there's 10 kids missing from that area. So not just Xavier. It's, yes, Samantha. It was the neighbor. Yes. God bless her. God bless her. If it wasn't for her, Xavier's name wouldn't be anywhere. But what blew my mind is that there's 10 children missing. Now, mind you, you barely hear about Xavier. Nobody's really covering that case. Everybody's all over the Summer Wells case. And then the little girl that ended up missing, but I don't really know about that case. But to hear 10 children are missing from that state, something's going on. And to hear the state not even care, like, don't want to deal with it, not our problem, we're here for, other reasons. If you want to, go on a wild goose chase, you pretty much can. It was crazy. But I want to know who the other 10 children are, the other 10 that are missing, and when they went missing, and why isn't it being talked about? I guess there's this Lowe guy. I can't think of his first name, but I know his last name's Lowe. They're trying to say he is involved in sex trafficking. It is beautiful. I love my state, yes. I live in Ohio. You do? James Lowe? Is it James Lowe? I know his last name's Lowe. But he was there. His girlfriend, the girlfriend's daughter, and from what Sam says, she got confirmation that James Lowe's girlfriend and the daughter were at Xavier's house that night. But other people have told her that also James was at that house that night. But I just feel so bad for this little boy. How can you not have a mom? I mean, this girl is just an acquaintance of the mom, but loves Xavier. And she was at the courthouse talking to every news reporter. She had his shirt on. She had his pin on. She was, saying, I just want him found. I just want answers. I want to keep his name out there. I don't want him to be forgotten. And I'm kind of like thinking, where's the mom? Where is the dad? Where is the grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, anybody? Does this little boy have anybody that's, fighting for him other than Sam? It just kind of broke my heart to see that. She said the community, though, has been really good, which is nice to hear. The community has been really good, but they're kind of like right at the beginning. There's been nothing. The searches have kind of stopped. It's just sad. But I understand it. They can only search for so long, and I know people get angry about that. And I get it. It's a child. The searches should never end until you get answers. But at the same time, searches cost a lot of money. And they can only search for so long before they have to pull back. And as heartbreaking as it is, but part of me feels like the summer, it's so different to hear Xavier's case and to hear Summer Wells's case, because Xavier's case, it's, for me, it just seems like the search parties weren't as big, the media wasn't as big, any of that. And then see Summer Wells, and we got TBI, we got FBI, we got, hundreds and hundreds of searchers, and it's all over everywhere, all over the news, all over social media. They have, I don't know, it's just, she kind of said something in Molly's. How do you choose which case should be popular, so to speak, than others? And she was like, just because Xavier's past, his mother's past, wasn't the greatest, and maybe she made bad choices in her life, that makes Xavier's case not as important as the next. I think every child case should be just as important as the next. But you see that time. I was thinking when she said it, I'm like, you do see that time and time and time again, where only certain cases blow up in the media and on social platforms, and others get nothing. So I was really glad to see her, speak. Now that I'm done rambling, but that's just how I feel. I just feel like I hate to see certain children cases not be as popular as the next. And I think every child's case should be out there. Every child's case, any children that are missing, it should just be as important as the next. Summer Wells' case definitely got tons of coverage with zero results. Absolutely. And that's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. She's been gone, what, a month now? Or 3 weeks? A month? And there's nothing. Xavier's been missing, I think, even longer. And nothing. Nothing. Not a trace. Not a crumb. Not a lead. Nothing. They just vanished into thin air. So sad. I couldn't imagine, though. And that's why I don't judge families, because I think everybody handles fear, stress, all of that differently than the next person. I don't think that my fear and my stresses, somebody would act the same as I do. So I really try not to judge the families, because they're not acting a certain way. But then there's times where I feel like I need to judge them, kind of like Xavier's case. I'm really curious, where's the mother? Where? Why is this woman jumping, this friend, thank God that she's doing it, but she's the one jumping on people's panels. She's the one running the Facebook group. She's the one that is going on channels and screaming, to keep his name out there, and the mother is nowhere. It's kind of like Summer Wells is, Candace, her mother, but at least she has her dad. Her dad was the voice, at least he was on the media talking. Xavier has Sam, and she doesn't know everything. Like she said, I was an acquaintance to his mom. I wasn't best friends with her. I didn't hang out with her. Our kids hung out. They rode bikes together. He would sleep over my house. If the mom's car wouldn't start, I would bring Xavier to school. So she doesn't really know she can't give a background of what happened behind closed doors of Xavier's home. But I am almost home, and I don't want to really dox. You drive pretty far for a cigarette? I do. But it's nice because I'm all by myself. It gives me time. It gives me time. Even though I'm driving, but I love to drive, so it's not a big deal to me, but it's worth it because I get me time. It's quiet. I get to talk to all you fine people. But I thank you guys for coming in and saying hi to me. I've missed you guys all so much. Oh, there's a cool car coming. Ready, set, watch. Ooh, it's got a one wheel in the back and two wheels in the front, but it's a two-seater. That was kind of cool. I don't know what it's called, but that was kind of cool. But anyways, thank you guys for coming in and talking to me, or me talking to you guys, and you guys listening and supporting me. I love you all for it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down on your way out, because you know I love them both, I would appreciate it. I hope everybody... Oh, you missed it? You're going to have to rewind and do it in slow-mo, because he was going pretty fast. But I hope everybody stays healthy, stays happy, but most of all, stay you. And I will be live again, I promise. And I will talk to you guys all later. I gotta drive slow because I don't want to dox myself. So, I'll talk to you guys all later. Love y'all. Talk to you. See you later. How do I get out of here? I don't even know. Talk to you. Bye. Are you sure you want